Hello, my name is Cici and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for those who are new, the views expressed in this video are just my opinion and are not to be taken as facts. If you wish to proceed watching, I suggest you take it with a grain of salt. So for tonight, I put together a list of top 10 red flags when you're trying to find trans women online that you can go on a date with. So yeah, I have another list for tonight. I'm so excited, so let's get into the video. Now, first would be that her photos don't really match her profile information. Let's say she says that she is 5'3", but in all of her pictures, she appears to be taller. Or she looks young, but then the age on the profile says she is so much older. I mean, there are a lot of factors that come into play, like genetics and the date when those pictures were taken, and angles and stuff like that. And so she can appear taller in most of her pictures just because she wanted to appear taller, and that's okay. Just as long as you know, she indicates in the profile how she actually looks like. And age-wise, some people just have that genetic makeup that make them look so much younger than their actual age, and so that is fine. But if those information don't match what you see in the photos, then that could possibly, and I say possibly because it's not right all the time, but it can possibly mean that she is not the person in the picture and she just grabbed those photos. So beware. And closely related to that would be that after quite some time and after exchanges of correspondence online, she's still not willing to go on video for a video call. And that would be a big red flag because online dating is very difficult and gaining trust is very difficult online. But her not willing to appear online and talk to you on a video call makes it even more difficult for her to appear trustworthy. And the third would be if the person in the pictures is extremely beautiful. It can mean a lot of things, but certainly it can mean that she's just extremely beautiful and that's just it. However, in a lot of cases, it can mean that she photoshopped her photos to look a certain way, and some people can be very consistent with their photoshops and altering their photos for them to appear extra attractive online. It can also mean that she is not the person in the picture. If the person in the picture looks like she belongs in the pages of a magazine or an ad campaign, then maybe that person actually does. And it can mean that the person you're talking to just stole her photos. For all you know, it could actually be a guy you're talking to pretending to be a trans woman, all the while using a photo of a female. So just be very careful and be vigilant. Number 4 would be that she doesn't remember stuff that you tell her about yourself. If she truly is interested in you, then she will remember stuff that you tell her about yourself. Let's say in your conversations, it would come up that you have a sibling in Egypt or something like that, or your favorite color is this and that, and she doesn't remember any of those, like nothing, then she might not actually be interested in you. Or she might just be narcissistic and it's all about herself, and so that is why she doesn't remember things about you. But be even more careful if she plays like she's interested in you, all the while not remembering anything about you. Number 5 would be if all that she talks about all the time and every time you go on video call or go on a phone call are all the cosmetic procedures that she wants or needs in order to complete her transition, then beware and think and pause for a little bit, because she might not actually be looking for a relationship, but rather a sponsor. Remember that a lot of trans women online and on dating sites have not actually completed their transition just as yet. And a lot of them are still in their journey into becoming the woman that they want to be. And a lot of them have not achieved the look that they're going for. So they might just be looking for a financer. And so pause for a little bit and be smart. But if you're that kind of guy who just really wants to help and you're not expecting anything or expecting to be in a relationship with the girl that you're speaking with, and then by all means, go ahead. I mean, it's your decision after all. Number 6, if she tells you she cannot communicate with you because she needs phone credits or she needs to pay her internet first, and when you ask her how much it is, she's giving you ridiculous amounts, then that is a total red flag. I mean, different countries have different currencies and different prices for internet services and phone services. So you can kind of gauge how much is a reasonable amount for an internet. So it really is your decision if you would want to help that person, but be careful because that person might actually just be using you to pay her internet. But then again, if you're that kind of person who just wants to help and you're not expecting to be in a relationship with that girl that you're speaking with, then okay. That is your choice, your life, your money. Number 7 would be if she tells you she doesn't have social media. I mean, it can happen because some people just don't want to be on social media. But if you're going to think about it, she's on online dating platform. So how come she doesn't have social media? But anyway, it can still happen. Some people are on online dating platforms but just don't want to expose themselves on social media. It can happen. Another thing would be if she happens to give you a social media account and that account doesn't have a lot of people in it, then be careful because she might just be giving you a dummy account that she's using to lure men. Number 9 is if she doesn't want you to learn her language. If she is from a country that doesn't speak English as a mother tongue and she doesn't want you to learn her language, then you should wonder why. I mean, isn't a relationship about her being in your world and you being in her world? Just think about it. What does she not want you to understand? What does she not want you to find out? Why does she not want you to learn her language? If my partner is exerting effort to learn my language, that is flattering on a high level because you can see him exert the effort to be part of your world, to understand you, to understand your family, to understand your friends, to understand your world. And the last red flag would be if she says, I love you all too early, or just after a few exchanges of correspondence on the internet, or just after a few phone calls, then just think about it. I mean, love at first sight, it doesn't really happen all the time. I don't even think it really does happen because love at first sight, I think, is a form of infatuation and that will wear off. And so if a person If a girl online says I love you all too early, then just beware, because that might just be a bait and she's up to no good. So those are the top 10 things that I put together for you guys to ponder upon and contemplate on so you don't become a victim of some scam. I really enjoyed making this video for you. I am currently in my room and I have this beautiful city view behind me. As you know, I've just moved to a new place and I'm finally settled in and enjoying my new place. Happy here, and it's got a really cool vibe, and so I'm loving it here. Oh, and don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit on the notification bell so that you get updated every time I upload new videos. And if you want to further support my channel and my content, you may also donate to my PayPal using the email address that I'll be providing in the description box. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe. I'll see you guys again very soon.